continued on my wonderfully epic adventure through this newfound location into the bathroom of death. For you see, the bathroom of death was filled with some sort of weird watery substance. And you know, if I were in some sort of piece of horror media, something might have happened here. But you know, fortunately I'm not. And therefore, all that was in there was a key. A little bit of a strange looking key, to be honest. But I'm really not very biased against key appearances. It's one of my core values. Oh my god, vampire. They were trying to get a hold of me again. It seems they were done letting the puppies do the work. Oh no. This time, they were handling it themselves once again. I, however, was not going to fall for their tricky vampire needs and tricks and perplexing plexes. I'm sorry, I didn't know a word there. I ran out of confusing words to say. But they weren't going to trick me, and that's what mattered. After that, I decided to pick this little book up here because, as you all know, education is a very important trait of mine. It's one that I'm quite proud of myself. If there's anything I value more, it's education. Especially of the children. You should always educate your children. Or something like that. Maybe it was something else. Who cares? But enough about that. I think I found everything in this room, and so I left again. For you see, that's what you do when you finish rooms. You leave them, you don't stay there. And then, it was time for a bathroom break. Goodbye. Okay, that was a very good bathroom break. Oh, wow. Don't ask where I peed. If you guessed the tentacle monster, you were correct. Even though I told you not to ask. And so I entered this next room where, lo and behold, there were vampire spiders. No, I'm not kidding. How exactly a spider becomes a vampire, I don't quite know, but these vampires, oh, they were into some things, apparently. But spiders always travel in pairs, you know, and I couldn't seem to find the second one. Where could he have... Oh my gosh, ouch. It seems the vampire spider was after my flesh. Ow, ow. We see, vampire spiders enjoy human flesh. I mean, everybody knows that, come on. But after, you know, the threat of imminent death was over with, I couldn't help but notice that there's a giant pool table in the middle of the room. This usually means something, you see. Because when there's a giant pool table in the middle of the room, it means you play pool, of which I am a master. But however, there was some sort of strange number etched into the side of the pool table. And as you all know, pool tables with numbers etched into them can only be used for cheating. And so I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So I overlooked my temptation. It's something we must learn to do in life. We cannot give in to our temptations, such as, you know, things like chocolate cake and sex with men. Those things you must overcome. It is your duty as a man, such as myself, for I am Superman. Actually, no, I'm not. Not the Superman, but I am a Superman. I am the super. I'm a better Superman than Superman could ever hope to be, as a matter of fact. Just saying, you know. And so I had to use the bathroom again, sorry. Oh wow, that tentacle monster really likes to be peed on. Darn Japanese people and their weird fetishes. But anyways, I, Chris Redfield, had more investigating to do. In search of some kind of exit, or maybe a friend, or maybe a friendly exit, or a friendly ghost. I could use one of those too. But what are the chances of that? And here I found some sort of electromatronic advice. I don't quite know what these newfangled kids, these generations, use these for, but it probably involves porn, because that's the only thing you use technology for these days. And so I left it alone. When suddenly I was attacked by vampire bees. Oh my god, what was going to be turned into a vampire next? I can only wonder, but there's something over there near the vampire bees. Something that I had to get, because if you see something shiny, you just have to pick it up. And so, I had to make a run for it, and run for it I did. And I got another key, this one quite normal shaped, even though I'm not biased against key appearances. I'm just saying, you know, just because some keys are prettier than others, you know, doesn't mean that I care. I have to pee again. Okay, sorry about that. Man, that tentacle monsters and this freaky stuff. Wow, who made that thing? Anyways, I went to look behind this corner and push something. But you know, there's not much to really say about pushing things, you know. It's not like I have some kind of recurring joke that I could use when I push things. You know, sometimes I quite wish that I did, but I don't. So, I'm sorry, people. What do you want me to do? And so I continued exploring again. This time with a nice little bedroom and a Crayola map on the wall. My favorite kind. It's the only kind of map that I can read, actually. And some kind of weird file about a plant killing people with tentacles. But I was sure it didn't affect anything that I would run into or have seen before in the past, or peed on 3 times. But anyways, I once again found myself pushing things in a bit of a manly variety, but I mean, there's nothing that I can do about that, actually. But lo and behind these desks was more horror that I would never know.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick.